I believe that above 32.50, this market should run strong as high as $35. Take 250, that's called a measured move. Now, you might want to say, if we get above this line, that's fine. That's fine. This line, I don't care. You should see continuing confirmation of this concept. It's a silver leadership market right now. In a bear market, silver leadership fails. In a bull market, well, silver leadership drags gold higher. So to put it even more convoluted, but easy to understand if you're thinking about it in black and white, I would not be short gold if silver gets above 32.50, right? I mean, I wouldn't be short silver. I'd be long silver, but I would not be short gold.
It is now officially recognized that 2024 will be recorded in history as one of the most lucrative years ever for commodity traders, and this may only mark the beginning of such profitability. Gold and silver prices are higher, with silver sharply up in early U.S. trading Tuesday. Bullish daily outside market forces favor the bulls to start the U.S. trading week. In this insightful video, renowned financial analyst Vince Lanci delves into the crucial role of silver within the current market system, shedding light on its capacity to lead and influence gold prices positively. From a technical perspective, Vince Lanci observes a significant pattern in silver's price movement, particularly highlighting the concept of a bend snap and its implications for market direction. Despite the complexities of market sentiment, he identifies a promising pattern in silver's price movement with a possible target of $35. The bullish moves for silver prices this week contrasted with gold, which looked more subdued at the start of the week, following the previous week's significant slump. Silver's rebound to around $32 an ounce this week means the price has returned to within striking distance of its recent 11-year highs of just over $32.60 an ounce. On the demand side, China's record-breaking installation of solar panels in the first quarter bodes well for silver demand as the global energy transition powers ahead, according to a report by technology and precious metals trading company Heraeus on Monday. Meanwhile, in the event of an Nvidia crash, Vince anticipates a temporary dip in gold and silver prices, albeit less pronounced. He foresees that Federal Reserve easing aimed to move funds into stocks and precious metals due to inflation fears, potentially allocating 50% to stocks and 25% each to gold and silver. The Nasdaq closed at a record high on Monday 20th May, and gold jumped to an all-time high as investors weighed hawkish statements from the Federal Reserve against evidence of cooling U.S. inflation. Now, we present the clips of Vince Lanci's insights from his recent video. Before we continue to delve into this discussion, please subscribe to our channel and activate the bell icon for timely updates.
What happens to gold and silver if Nvidia crashes? Historically, gold and silver go down too because everything deflates a little bit. I think you won't have as exaggerated of a move lower in metals because A, there's buyers, because B, if we do have a crash, the Fed will probably have to ease. Who knows? You know, it's ridiculous with stocks at this price, but that's how it works. And C, well, people are thinking about inflation, so the ease will bring inflationary fears. So it used to be, if the Fed eases, put 95 cents in the stocks and 5 cents in the gold. Now it's going to be, the Fed eases, put 50 cents in the stock, 25 cents in the gold, 25 cents in the silver. So now we go to the payday, right? Silver, rarely get a bend and snap in silver. Even when gold was rallying, right? Here's your bend, failed snap, right? Maybe, not really. This is not a bend and snap, although it does look very nice though, right? All right, well, we got one now, okay? We got one, bend, snap, okay? We're up there. Now, I kind of hid the wicks, so let me just go to the actual chart for everyone. I believe that above 32.50, this market should run strong as high as $35. Take 250, that's called a measured move. Now, you might want to say, if we get above this line, that's fine. This line, I don't care. The point is you're going to see continuing, you should see continuing confirmation of this concept. Now, how does it work? Why does it work? Well, it works pretty simply because of this. Between here and here, someone gets bearish or someone's no longer bullish. And so they sell and they drive the market lower. In a bear market, you get a little bit of a bear flag and boom, you're gone. When you get a V-shaped bottom, that's a sign that there's someone down here catching falling knives who's very willing to do that, right? When we get back up here, who's left to sell it? Well, not this guy, because he may not have gone to the market here, but on here and here, he puked. He went to the market. Anyone else who copycatted him is short. If we get back above here, any small fry who sold it will buy. Anyone who's copycatting him, they're late to the party, and this market has a recipe to go a lot higher. Again, this is very similar to a cup and handle, right? You have the rounding bottom, everyone sells over a long period of time, and then you have the climb, which is usually a little bit steeper, and with accompanying volume. Then you have your little pullback, and then you're off to the races. So that's where I'm coming down in silver. Now, the reason I think it's important, other than the obvious, is because gold didn't give us one. Silver did. This is a silver leadership market now. Macro discretionary is in it. People like Michael Oliver are looking at the market that way from a technical point of view. Other people that I trust are telling me that as well. And so it's a silver leadership market right now. In a bear market, silver leadership fails. In a bull market, silver leadership drags gold higher. So to put it even more convoluted, but easy to understand if you're thinking about it in black and white, I would not be short gold if silver gets above 32.50. I mean, I wouldn't be short silver. I'd be long silver, but I would not be short gold. And that's how it works.
During the interview, Vince Lanci emphasized the importance of the Brics Forum in Moscow, which aims to develop financial standards. Despite various challenges, Vince highlights the adoption of a resolution on new payment systems as a key step in standardizing platforms for Brics countries, marking significant progress in their cooperation. According to the official website of the Russian 2024 Brics chairmanship, the group will focus its efforts on promoting the whole range of partnership cooperation within the association in three key areas: politics and security, economy and finance, and cultural and humanitarian ties. For the past 12 months, the Brics Alliance has been working on launching its currency. Russia and Iran confirmed they are collaborating on a currency project for the Brics. The alliance is expected to launch the currency this year, the release of which could cause radical changes in the global economy. Moreover, several analysts, including Vince, believe this move signifies a unified effort among Brics nations. Predicting it indicates strong progress, though not necessarily an immediate launch of new financial systems. Let's get back to the interview.
Via the Russian news agency TASS, Moscow, May 27th, the Brics International Financial and Economic Forum, IFE Forum Brics 2024, will open on Monday, 2 days ago, in Moscow, and will gather about 700 guests from around the world. Tens of thousands of participants will connect to the event online. Ministers, representatives of diplomatic missions, company executives, and experts will discuss the creation of independent financial instruments within the Brics framework and business development amid global transformation. According to the organizing committee of the forum, a resolution will be adopted on new payment, settlement, and emission activities of the countries of the association. Last paragraph for now. The organizers also noted that the main goals of the event will be to promote the smooth entry of Brics countries into new markets, mutual trade and investment, as well as strengthening ties between business circles, governments, and communities. Okay, this is a trade show. Okay, the Brics, when the Brics went on their merry way after last year's meeting, they had agendas. Everyone had homework to do, homework assignments. And one of those homework assignments was to accept and submit any financial or technological platforms that would make it easier for members to connect. So it's like, you've got your different technological platforms that are saying, use ours, use ours. And the unit happens to be one of them that's very well liked. And we'll talk about that more some other time. I want to stay with this for now. So this is an opportunity to flex. Russia's running these this year, and Russia's running the main event in November as well, October as well. So this is an opportunity to flex. This is an opportunity to show your wares as a country and make contributions. It's not that significant, but there's some wording that's different. And this paragraph, I think, is significant if you look at things like a lawyer, which I have to do sometimes. So they're all going to agree on terms for a platform. That's important. Like all the talk about technology, this, that, M-Trade, you've heard, we probably broke it. discussing how M-Trade was going to aggregate flows. Well, you can't build a platform until you have standards. Okay. And by the way, most technology like that now is off the shelf. I'm not saying go out and buy it at Home Depot, but I am saying that these things are already written. Swift is using them. Trading platforms on the CME use them. These are basically messaging systems, electronic communication networks. And what you really need to make these things work that you can almost literally buy off the shelf is you need to have the terms. What are the terms? What are we trading? Are we trading gold? Are we trading gold and some bonds? And so they're coming up with the terms, which means that everyone has agreed. That's really important. Okay, Turkey can't use its pistachios. Okay, we're going to use 40% gold, 60% gold, maybe 10% silver. I don't know, right? But the point is the terms are being agreed upon, which is a big step. Now, if that's what this says, and I believe it does, then this is a step forward. This is a sign of agreement. Anyway, and they put in emission activities there as well, which is kind of funny. They're just going to copy what the West has done and just actually do it. Anyway, so I think this is an important step. I don't want to make too much of it. It doesn't mean that they're ready to launch. You're going to read that some other places. They're ready to launch. They may be ready to launch. I don't know. But they're coming out as a team. They're announcing the partnership. This is a continuation of the joint statement that Russia and China did.
Inflation, geopolitical uncertainty, and central bank activity are among several factors pushing the price of gold and silver to its recent peak performance. How might the Brics alliance's move towards a unified currency impact the trading dynamics and valuation of gold and silver? And what are the implications for investors in the precious metals sector? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find this video informative, don't forget to support our channel and turn on notifications to stay informed about our latest videos. See you in the next video.